Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So I wanted to make this a real-time reality. Like, I talk a lot about self-love, self-care, keeping yourself up. And, it's one thing to have a rough day and it's another thing to have a whole rough week. And, I'm not going to be fake with y'all and just be like, it's always so easy to keep it all together. You have to allow yourself some grace. So for example, y'all, I took my nails off. Look. I haven't had my nails off in years. Like, I didn't even know what they look like. I knew I could grow them because I would always see them under my full sets. But my new nail tech, she was like, you really need to we need a do-over. And I was like, you're so good. You keep them filled. They hardly break. I'm good. And then the other day I jammed one. So that popped off. And so I got that one fixed. And then the more I looked at them, the more I was like, you know what? She is so right. So I took all of them off but the new one. And when I tell you, I'm just like, whew. And my fiance was sitting there like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing. I was like, they're flying. I wanted to do it myself because I don't like how it feels when it's been forever. But I remember that feeling when they pry and you got to soak. But I really love just getting my fills and keeping it rolling. But, it's going to be some times when you're going to be in between a wax, in between tweezing, in between my retie is for look at the new growth. I mean, it's not that things don't happen. And then on top of that, don't add life. Don't add kids getting sick, that time of the month, being busy, running around. Autumn has been home since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, Autumn has been home for 3 days and I don't see her going back the rest of the week. So she's been here every day. And what I pride myself on is that even when I feel like SHIT and I'm going through it, I still try to maintain not reverting totally back to I just don't give a flying flip and I'm not going to do anything. So this is me with not much on, God, not much on. I have this on as my base and then I go back with this with my lips because my lips I just have those type of lips where it's like they're just too big to just be, bearing it out here. And then I might do some mascara and then, a good old pair of sunglasses never hurt. And then even when I feel like doing, the just totally slumming, literally stealing my fiance's baggy sweatpants and one of his, oversized hoodies. His clothes are huge on me. I have to and I have done that. Don't get me wrong. When I thought I had the flu or COVID, this was forever ago. I was like, all right, I could barely get out of bed. I think I had to do something. I ain't care. But today, I'm going to take Autumn to her doctor's appointment. And I'm going to get these nails redone. And so I was like, something like this, I can, it takes just as much effort to put something like this on with some lipstick than it does to put on some sweats and, just I don't care kind of thing. So, don't beat yourself up. It's not about that. It's not about having those days. I hope that I've never given someone the impression that you've got to be dolled up, full face, dressed, things are going to happen, but you don't stay there. That's the thing. It's when you just always look like are you sick? Are you not, what's going on? Did someone pass away? Y'all going through something? You know what I mean? And you're fine. You just didn't give yourself enough time. You just didn't put enough effort into how you show up in the world. And to me, even when I am I'm gonna do the bare minimum and just run to the store and get this Advil, get this medicine, get some pads, those kind of days, I still try to do a little something. I have to really be down to not try at all, but again, I don't beat myself up. So, real life happens. And, my biggest thing is when you really go all out and pull yourself together for that wedding, once a year wedding, your girlfriend's birthday party, like stuff that you go to once or twice a year. Like that shouldn't be how you treat yourself at all. Like do the things that make you feel good and look your best and be your best for you all the time when you can. You know what I mean? Like don't just make it for someone else's event, because you're gonna be in the background in the pictures anyway. Like you need to be front row center stage in your life. you know so when you in the store and you run into your coworker, you run into your friend, you're like, hey, oh my goodness, so good to see you. Not like, oh my goodness, I've been cleaning the house all day. You know how people kind of do this little kind of make an excuse. I don't always look like this, but like I didn't ask, versus if you saw me in the store and you're like, oh my goodness, you okay? Girl, I'm got something going on, and I've been under the weather. So I ran in here real quick to pick up this medicine. Real talk. You know what I mean? I kind of would feel sorry when people kind of do that. Like, Autumn has a good friend of her mom. Every time we would meet to do the drop off and swap so the girls could have a play date, she'd be like, or I would go to their house and knock on the door. She'd be like, oh, forgive how I look. And I'm like, you are forgiven because you always look like this. Not in a mean way, but just like, girl, you don't have to, if that's your style, that's your style. You could be so much cuter, but I'm not judging you per se, but you brought it to you keep bringing it up. So then I do notice, I do like to do this little number, you know what I mean? So, that's the thing that makes me like, I get tickled sometimes. Hold on, I'm gonna do my lipstick. I'm gonna do my lipstick now while we're talking. That's what makes me. That's what makes me. That's what makes me get tickled now, because it doesn't take much. It takes 5 seconds, and this is not a look. This is what I'll be doing, and this is not a get ready with me, or like about not technique or style or anything like that. I'm just showing y'all real life, so I hope I have never made anyone feel like, well, I'm just not being realistic and not being considerate, especially a young mom. I've had babies in them little those little Moby wraps. I had a toddler and a newborn. I know the balance. My girls are 4 years apart. I lay one down and then the little bouncer thing. See, look how much more I look pulled together. Like in just that with that little bit of, I love this color. So I'd lay the baby down real quick. Autumn, turn on your TV, watch a little show, and I would try. God knows I would try. Now, I didn't even have much of a technique back in the day. I was not that makeup artist. And if y'all look back, scroll all the way down to this bottom of the page, I have videos from like 7 years ago where, I don't know what I was doing. If anything, I might have done some eyeliner, maybe. And then I had different hairstyles too before I had sister locks. So, don't your style is gonna change. Like you're and then the more you practice, the quicker you'll get like an everyday look that is just you get quicker at it. It's kind of like your go-to. You don't have to overthink it. It can, but you don't look like you're sleepy. You don't look like you just rolled out of bed. You don't look like, you just not ready for the day. Because let me tell you, another thing about, this is that like anything can happen. The school will call and I'll need to go pick up my girls. Or like I said, I'll need to run out to the store. And it's just like, you feel better when you look better. You think better of yourself and you're like, even when you're not like everything around you isn't perfect, you're like, well, at least, I don't feel like embarrassed. You know what I mean? Is it something about like your mojo, your, how you, yeah. So I'm gonna be at this doctor's appointment like this. Because my nail appointment isn't until after after I take Autumn to the doctor. And then with like an all black outfit, instead of wearing sweats and or an oversized t-shirt, I'm gonna throw this with it to make it like, just might as well have the bad pop. I'm gonna fix this little ponytail and hide all this new growth, because my retie isn't until another several weeks. And that's it. Like, I'm not gonna lose too much sleep over it. So, but it's something about your regular routine. Oh, this is just a little eyeliner, obviously. It's just all about like how you are, 80% of the time. So I'm not saying that I don't understand that, you're going to have days that are just like, blah, blah, like literally. And matter of fact, I ran to Safeway this morning because Autumn had these little hives and everything. And I was like, oh my God. So I needed that like calamine lotion. So I didn't even make my bed. I'm trying to tell you, like, it's not about being perfect. It's not about like, I left that kitchen a mess. And I'm surprised because Babe didn't even load the dishwasher. Like, I didn't clean anything. I didn't make no beds. I haven't done any laundry. I have just been like, eat, sleep, and, make sure she's okay. And that's real life. That's not me not being in my feminine. That's not me being lazy. That's not me being like on top of my game. It's just like you get busy and things happen, but you don't stay there. It's not like you can't bounce back from this and the rest of the time, you're just that person that just doesn't put in an effort to have a quality life, have things clean around you, be pulled together, have things, somewhat decent, and I'm also a firm believer in like, I don't have a model home, I don't have a showroom house, I don't have furniture you can't sit on, and in a room that you can't put your feet up and relax, but my home is still like, it's just not like stuff everywhere all the time, stuff piled up all the time, you know what I mean? Like, so see, like, I feel like even with just the mascara, the eyeliner, I've already just kind of, I'm gonna throw some earrings on and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. So, real life, but you can still be pulled together. You can, and it doesn't mean that like, you're slipping, you're going backwards, you're reverting, you failed, you dropped the ball or anything like that. But at the same time, you're still balancing it all. So good luck to you. Hang in there. If you're going through something and you're feeling the feels and you're just like, oh my God, just continue to do your self-care and do your self-love, and you'll be all right. We all get through things. We all go through things, and we always have tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Until the next one. Peace. Bye.